Welcome to segment 2 of viewing AI files for web design. Okay, in this video I'm going to talk about 3 different things: direct selecting, cropped images, and spacing and padding. Let's start off with direct selecting. Let's say I want to go to this nav bar and find out the CSS properties for the buttons. So I click home, and what happens? It looks like everything got selected. This entire thing, it's giving me the width and height of the entire nav bar. Now, if you look in the layers panel, the nav bar is an entire group. Now, when you select something, you select the entire group. But I just wanted to select home or about or services. Well, one way to do that is to click it individually within the layers panel. And then you could see the font and everything. And another way to do it in the artboard is to use what's called the direct selection tool. Now on the left side, where your tools are, you will notice that you are on the black arrow. Go right below that to the white arrow, and that is the direct selection tool. That allows you to select objects within a group. So now I can click the home button or the about, and it selects it within the group. Okay, next thing we're going to talk about is image cropping. Okay, as you can see in this file, it has a large hero image, and I want to see what size this is, basically. So let's click on it, and you'll see in the CSS properties that it's 2000 by 1335 pixels. Now I know that this artboard isn't even 2000 pixels wide, so how can that be? Let's go look at the file itself. Now the Forest 1 file, first of all, this looks like a complete different image, and it is 2000 by 1335, just like it says in my CSS properties. So obviously there is a crop that is happening in this file, that the designer only wanted to use a portion of the image. Now, let's take a look at it in the layers panel. Let's go to the hero image, and you can see that it is not just an image, it's a group. So let's reveal what is in the group. Aha! So, you can see there's the image file, and then a rectangle above that. Now, when there is an image crop like this, which is very often used in a hero image, you will see 2 elements always. That is the image file itself and the cropped section that the image will occupy that appears on the design. So let's go to the layers panel and just click on the rectangle. Now, as you can see, that is selecting just this area and giving me a CSS property of 1920 by 600. That is how much the section will take up. Now let's click on the image file itself. As you can see, it occupies more than the artboard, but you can only see the portion of it that the rectangle takes up. Also take note of the positioning that the image is within the rectangle. Right now it is aligned to the top left, but the designer might want their image aligned to the bottom, in which case would be a completely different hero image. So that's just something to take note of. You may have to ask the designer if they have specific coordinates where they want to place their image. Sometimes it might be direct center, sometimes it might be aligned top center, bottom right. And that all depends what the designer wants to reveal in their hero image. So just keep that in mind. Okay, now we're going to talk about padding and spacing. Let's say I want to figure out how much space is between this beige section and the services header. And the easiest way to do that is to take the rectangle tool, you'll see that on the left tools panel, and then just create a rectangle from the top section to the services section. Now, if you look directly to the right, you'll notice a gray box that says the height and width of the rectangle that I'm creating. As I drag it, it changes. So let's park it right here at the space I want to measure. And you can see the height is roughly around 71, 72 pixels. So you can round if you would like, but this is just a good way to get an estimate for how the designer did their spacing. And don't forget to delete your rectangle, or else you'll have rectangles all over the place and it will get confusing. Okay, well that's it for this installment. Stay tuned for the next one to learn more tips and tools for navigating the AI file. See you later.